Hello there, dear friends, and welcome once again to the Relaxed Fantasy Review. Today, we're continuing our series on the backgrounds of the brand new Player's Handbook. In the 2024 Player's Handbook, they have quite literally expanded the scope of backgrounds and made them one of the most important parts of character creation. In the old Player's Handbook, they were an afterthought, a way to get a couple extra skill proficiencies and flesh out your backstory. But now they are absolutely core to your character, giving you ability score increase buffs, an origin feat. A lot is tied to your background, and it makes sense that what you're good at doing would be based on what you did before you were an adventurer. The idea that you can just say that you were, maybe a hermit or something, but then take a feat like Great Weapon Master or take a skill, an ability score increase like Charisma doesn't quite add up. Whereas this time, your background is absolutely pivotal to it. Today we're talking about the Charlatan background. This is one that hopped over from the old Player's Handbook and has seen quite a bit of change. We'll get into the details of this background in just a moment. But before we do, I'd like to let you know, Relaxed Fantasy Review has memberships. For just $1 a month, you can support me here on YouTube and get a couple benefits. First, you get a little badge next to your name in the comments, letting folks know that you're a supporter. But also you get early access to my videos. I upload videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I upload them a day early for members only. If that interests you, you can click the join button just below the video next to the subscribe button. I'd love to see you in the comments with your member badge. And if it doesn't interest you, that's totally fine. Just liking the video, subscribing to the channel, all that stuff that costs nothing. It's a great way to support me, and I'm very, very thankful for you. Thanks for watching my content here on YouTube. So the Charlatan background. You find yourself, ripping people off in your youth, selling them scams and cheating at games in order to get your way and to make a quick buck. But how does it benefit you mechanically? Your ability score increases work differently than in the old Player's Handbook. Now you have 3 choices that your background is tied to, and you can either do +2/+1 in 2 of them, or you can do a +1 to all 3. The Charlatan grants you Dexterity, Constitution, and Charisma. Holy crap. Those are the 3, debatably, best stats in the game. Dexterity is the god tier stat, granting you armor class, granting you stealth, granting you finesse and ranged weapons. Dexterity does it all. Charisma is the most common casting stat in the whole game. 4 different classes use their charisma to cast, and it's the social stat, so it dominates an entire pillar of play. And then Constitution is everybody's secondary pick for concentration, hit points, resisting damage. There's so much, and you've got your pick here. This is the perfect background for a warlock, for a sorcerer. A paladin could benefit from this, although you'd have to take strength somewhere else. But there's so much here that it's impossible. I mean, bards, for God's sake. I give these ability scores 10 out of 10. For me, these are the top 3 ability scores that you can increase, and you've got your pick. The second part of the background is your origin feat. Yes, everyone gets a feat now at level 1 based on their background, and this one gives you the skilled feat. Skilled is a very simple feat. You choose 3 skills or 3 tools or a mixture, and you gain proficiency in them. This is a great way for you to round out your character. If you're not a rogue, you can get thieves' tools this way. If you aren't a bard, you can pick up any skill proficiencies of your choice, grabbing perception, persuasion, what have you. I think that it's a good feat. I don't think it's the best feat, but it certainly is powerful if you're going for that more utility or skill-based character, and I think it's 9 out of 10, straight up. Then you have your skill proficiencies from the background. And for Charlatan, what else? Deception and Sleight of Hand. 2 fantastic feats that play in, or fantastic skills rather, that play into your ability scores. Sleight of Hand Dexterity makes you a great pickpocket. Deception Charisma makes you a great liar. Like, this is just exactly right for the Charlatan. Sleight of hand is incredibly valuable, especially if you're doing finesse-based puzzles. And deception is, I would argue, the mid-tier of the charisma-based skills. I think persuasion's a little higher, but I would definitely give perception a thumbs up, or sorry, deception a thumbs up. So I'm going to give each of these skills a 9 out of 10. Very good. Then finally, you get a tool proficiency from your background, and it's the forgery kits. A lot of the tools got expanded upon what they can build, what you can use them for, and the forgery kit just kind of does exactly what you'd think. You can mimic seals, you can mimic handwriting up to a certain amount. It gives you the ability to do things that involve forging. So, yeah, sure, why not? I mean, it's thematic for sure. It rolls right into the story of your character. Mechanically speaking, it's not the best thing in the world. Like, it's incredibly specific to like political intrigue. You're not going to get much use out of it elsewhere. So I say 6 out of 10 for the forgery kit. Not useless, just incredibly niche. But that's the thing. That tool proficiency is the only thing that this background doesn't have going for it in spades. Great ability scores, fantastic feat, fantastic skill proficiencies. This is a 9 out of 10 background. This is one of the best ones in the book, for my money. I think that the Charlatan is top tier, and unless you are specifically playing like a intelligence-based caster, or a wisdom-based character, or a strength-based character, the other 3 stats, this is going to absolutely rock for you. Half of the classes in the game, this would work amazing for, and I think that it is definitely my pick for any finesse and charisma based. This is a rogue's dream. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for the Charlatan. It's really good. This has been the Relaxed Fantasy Review. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe down below. Have a look for the join button down there, and I will see you guys next time with more background reviews from the New Player's Handbook. Have a good one, my friends.